A community pulling together in the wake of a terrible tragedy. One day after a quick-moving fire tore through a Riverton apartment, killing a young mother, residents are trying to help the young boy and father who survived. ABC News Channel 20's Kimberly Howard has tonight's top story for us. Kimberly.
Vince, Riverton Fire Chief says the last time there was a fatal fire in Riverton, it was the 1960s. So while this is very new and it's difficult to cope, the community is doing everything it can to help. Meanwhile, father figures out how to bury his wife, and a little boy tries to push through the events of the last 48 hours.
When something like this happens to a student, it affects all of us. So we're trying to do our best to pull together and support the family.
The family torn apart by this devastating fire. The blaze killed 24-year-old Brittany Sullivan and left her 9-year-old son with 30% of his body burned.
He had some inhalation injury. He was intubated and on a ventilator.
He was saved by his father, who we're told boosted the boy and the family dog out the window and to safety. Firefighters say by the time Sean Sullivan turned back to help his wife, flames burned angrily, out of control. As for what started it,
there's some things that we still don't have answers to.
Chief Louis Rogers says investigators have been able to rule some things out.
We did look at electrical and we did look at appliances. At this point, it doesn't appear that any of those things are necessarily involved. So we have to look at some of the human error side of things. They both smoked in the residence.
And now one of them is gone, and the boy unable to tell firefighters what happened.
The child, through his autism, is nonverbal.
He also has trouble using his hands, which is why Riverton Elementary School has a specific request as they try to collect donations.
He likes athletic wear, so that's best for him as far as track pants and t-shirts and shirts and such.
Principal Stacy Binniger says teachers and staff are trying to help the family that lost everything, especially their second grader, the boy with the inspirational smile.
He's a great boy. He is important to us. He's like family here.
And if you'd like to help this family, we have information on where to take donations as well as their clothing and shoe sizes. That's all on our website. Keep in mind the little boy can't wear anything with buttons or zippers. And as far as shoes, Velcro works best. Vince?
Thank you very much, Kimberly. Firefighters still trying to figure out if the apartment had working smoke detectors. Right now, they say they still haven't found any evidence of any inside the charred apartment. And they're reminding residents to always have working smoke detectors activated with fresh batteries. They say a good time to change those batteries is when we change our clocks, which happens to be this coming weekend as we spring forward.